Well, the biggest song that you got is "Don't Blink or Stare" with Bloodhound Lil Jeff.
Mm, I'd say that's probably one of me personally, I'd probably say triple three. But don't blink or stare that one like TikTok. Yeah, I see where you coming from. Yeah, I could agree on that.
Well, if you look at the numbers on Spotify, "Don't Blink or Stare" has 20 million streams.
Yeah, see, I ain't never know that. I never really looked at Spotify. I don't even know how to really read that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you just told me some shit. You taught me something.
How's that feel? Now that you heard it for the first time, 20 million people tune in to listen to that song.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I ain't never really. That's crazy. I appreciate you for telling me some shit like that.
Well, I'll put it like this, just to take it in perspective. 2.6 million people live in Chicago. So that's almost like what? Like,
That's
eight
like
Chicagos. Like every single human being.
I was gonna say that's 10 Chicago shit.
Like almost 10 Chicagos.
That's big as hell. 10 Chicago. That's big as hell. So yeah, I like that.
Right, because Triple Three with Lil Jeff is at 11 million streams.
That's on Spotify.
Yeah.
So what's that? 5 Chicagos.
About that.
Yeah. 5.6, something like that.
Now, both of those songs were done when Jeff was still alive?
Yeah. See, don't blink, for people don't know, don't blink or stare. Don't blink or stare was like, how can I explain? That was a song that was never supposed to get, like I told you. Man, when I told you I was rapping, Lil Jeff was alive. It's those type of songs will never get took serious, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never, so it's like, all right, well, don't blink or stare. My big cousin had some, my big brother, my big cousin, they had some hoes pulling up. All right, so we about to leave, but he told me like, man, just bullshit real quick so we can kick with these little hoes and then we gone. So I'm like, all right. I told the engineer, I don't know if it was CJ. He tweaking on me. I don't know if it was CJ or what. I think it was my boy CJ. Shout out to CJ, produced by 1204. So I told him like, man, put this beat on. Cool. Put the beat on. I said some little shit. C4, C.O. Cheer, my boy. Shout out my boy, C.O. Cheer. He now I walk out the studio. I'm like, how that shit sound for them on some playing shit. Nah, matter of fact, I ain't even walk out the studio. He came in there with me. Hold on, let me say something real quick. He said, what the fuck he say? And you see me. Then I said, got me super. He said, Yerko the Zen got me super friend, no opposite dancer. He said, I know Brussy got the wheel. I want you to drive. We get an op cement shoes and watch some scuba dive. I'm damn. I'm like, y'all trying to take this shit serious. After that, Lil Jeff come in. Oh shit, these niggas just made. They just turned this song to a real song. Mind you though, I never took this song serious. Like, on top of that, something nobody know for real. That song not even done. Like, that song was never done. I was gonna add some on there, but I'm like, man, fuck it. That's when the internet. That's when the elites came out. The internet got a hold of it. They started liking that shit. I'm damn. They just turned the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Fucking around, they just turned that shit into something serious. And I'm out there, that's how that shit went. But on Everything I Love, that song was never a real song. That shit was never supposed to get taken serious. That shit was probably never even gonna drop. I'm out there,
I mean, that's crazy because when I heard it, like, that beat was like, oh, okay, like, there's something here. And then when you guys start rapping on it, I'm like, and I see what you mean, because like some of the verses are a little bit offbeat. It almost sounds like a rough version.
Yeah, you can tell. Like that's probably the only song with my voice even like that. So that's why I couldn't add more to it, because I'm like, man, I don't even know if I can make my voice like that again. Because I was going to add something to it. This after Lil Jeff died too. So like, I ain't never really had that energy since my brother died. You know what I'm saying? Like, that energy, him being around, and you feel me? I never really, so it's like, man, I can't fuck that up. I'm gonna just leave it how it is type shit.
Yeah, I mean, now Triple Three, that's with Lil Jeff also. Was that a song you guys did when he was live?
Nah, yeah. Both of them songs he did when he was live, and this done at the same studio. And like I said, recorded by CJ. Shout out my boy on my dead ground. So how that song came about, I found the beat and shit. I'm like, all right, I like this bitch. And then I'm like, all right, I can't do this shit myself. Told Lil Jeff and Lil Schoon hop. Nah, matter of fact, I told Lil Jeff hop on it, and shit, Lil Schoon found it. He hopped on it right after Lil Jeff, and that's how that shit went. You know what I'm saying? Now that was a song that was getting took serious, but like I said, that was a song. Now that song right there, like that was probably gonna be the only song I dropped and took serious before me taking this shit serious now. Cause I'm like, man, that shit raw as fuck. I'll put them around and saying that shit raw as hell, shit like that.
Okay, so at what point do you guys sign to Lil Bibby? Because Lil Jeff, he signed to Lil Bibby, grade A?
Yeah, he was signed to him. And then I signed to them, I ain't lie, after Brusky died, Bibby and White Sean, Bibby and White Sean, shout out them, shout out G Money, shout out AML. They basically like came and like kinda, you know what I'm saying? Like basically they seen something in me I ain't seeing myself. So they pushing me and shit besides my big brothers. They push me behind this shit, then they put money behind this shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Well, young nigga don't like money, you know what I'm saying? Especially a nigga like me who didn't think, I never once in life thought I was gonna get money off rap. I never once in life wanted to make $1 off rap. So for them to come with me with that shit, and then basically like put me in a different environment to basically like, you know what I'm saying, show me like, basically they showed me a nigga, somebody cared about me out here, you know what I'm saying? So they pushed me and shit like that, put this shit behind me. And then that's when I signed to them. I think I signed to them before I drop Make It Fire or right after I drop Make It Fire. But like basically, what I'm trying to get at is when they signed me, I didn't even have no real, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so for them to do some shit like that, obviously they seeing something in me I ain't seeing myself. Basically, like I signed to them before I blew up, basically, you know what I'm saying? So like for them to do some shit like that, it got someone, for sure.
I mean, look, me and Lil Bibby go back like 10 years. Like that's my man. Like we've done multiple interviews. In fact, next time you talk to Lil Bibby, ask him how many millions of dollars he made after I taught him about stocks.
Okay, I got you.
Ask him that.
Right.
Ask him that.
I might need you to tell me some shit about that.
All right. Well, we'll exchange numbers.
All right, bet.
We'll exchange numbers. But I gave like Bibby, I sat down with him and showed him how I do my stock shit. And then he just went off and did it on his own, and he made millions of dollars off that shit.
You know? Yeah, Bibby for sure. He a smart man. I ain't gonna lie.
No, he's hella smart. Yeah, I mean, he signed Juice WRLD.
Yeah, that's one of the smartest niggas I know. I don't about. He's hey, I got utmost respect for Broski. Him and White Sean and G Money. I got the utmost respect for him. I ain't gonna lie.
Lil Bibby's solid, man. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that right now. All my dealings with Bibby have always been solid, every single time. You know, nothing wishy-washy. Like if he said he's gonna do it, he's gonna do it. Like he's always a man of his word. Great business sense. And look, like Bibby was kind of a hot rapper. Him and G Herbo were partners, and he had a real demand for his music. And he was like smart enough to say, yo, I'm gonna leave this alone to focus on the business side, and then he blew up way bigger on the business side than the rapping side. You know, not a lot of people could do that while they're still buzzing as a rapper. You see what I'm saying? Like he actually did that shit, and that's always impressed me. What was the story with Lil Jeff signed to Bibby though, before you?
What you mean? That was like some real rap shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, Brusky them seen something in Lil Jeff and shit. They put that money behind him and invested into him, and it worked out. Like I would say Bibby them, Bibby White Sean, they probably the first niggas to show us like this shit bigger than the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like you could get somewhere with this shit for sure. They showed us this shit, and that's why I even started rapping. Like the reason I started taking rap serious, because I seen like, all right, I got the chance to give me and my niggas, me and my family, me and my mama, me and everybody I love in life, I got the chance to get them to give us the life we deserve. All the shit we been through, I got the chance to finally do that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because at first it was Lil Jeff, and like not saying I looked at like, oh, that's how I looked at him, like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't look at him like a way out, none of that shit, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I got the chance to finally I could give us the life we deserve. All the shit we been through, we deserve this shit. We deserve this life. We deserve to have fun, you know what I'm saying?